Briefly, my name is Lydia Curtis, and I am the founder of Siddiqui Educational Safaris. Since 1997, when we hosted our first youth trip to Africa, we've been working to counter the negative stereotypes that a lot of African American youth have internalized about themselves by exposing them to African culture. Studies by Howard Stevenson and others have shown that exposure to African culture and African-centered approaches helps raise self-esteem and inoculates children from the trauma of racial oppression. When we travel, we take youth from blighted communities and under-resourced communities to provide unique field trip and workshop experiences. We do cooking, dance, drumming, festivals. We go to embassies, concerts, fashion shows, all prior to traveling to Africa for exposure. A lot of our kids don't get out of their neighborhoods much, so we're expanding their horizons and perceptions about themselves as diasporan Africans. We also talk to them about great Africans, for example, Nzinga, Yaa Asantewaa, Winnie Mandela, and great African Americans like Fannie Lou Hamer, Dorothy Height, and Malcolm X. This helps them identify with strong, principled men and women of Africa to strengthen their own identity and esteem. For centuries, we were told that we had no history. And once I learned about how great our people were, our African people, our ancestors, my whole self-concept changed completely. So this is what Siddiqui does for youth in Barry Farms and other places in DC. We put kids in touch with their African identity. This is the foundation of youth development, knowing who you are. So at the conference, I'm facilitating the hip-hop sessions entitled Hip Hop Youth and the Next Social Transformers, where we will explore how different aspects of hip-hop can be used to transform communities through youth engagement and youth development. We will start with identity and why that's important. We will walk through the history of hip-hop and discuss how music powerfully brings people together. We will analyze iconic hip-hop songs and discuss how rap music messaging can galvanize a country. And we'll look at what happened in Senegal in electoral politics using hip-hop and youth culture. We will also create a rap to be performed at the end of the conference. So thank you for Akim and everybody else for including Siddiqui Educational Safaris in the 2018 Artisan Conference. We are honored to do our part in the development of the Gambia. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're just going to do a basic introduction. The second International Conference on Art for Social Transformation, Artisan 2018. The second International Conference on Art for Social Transformation, Artisan 2018. I say that twice because it's a mouthful, right? This is the second time that we've done this conference. The first time the conference was done in Accra, Ghana, in partnership with the Musicians Union of Ghana. Many hip-hop artists there. I'm so proud of the hip-hop artist community's ability to step up and step out. So we are thankful that Ms. Lydia Curtis, a prominent youth developer in Baltimore City, also sees the power of that community and is coming, journeying with us to the Gambia. So at this time, we want each one of our panelists to introduce themselves and tell us about their initiative.
Peace, everyone. Greetings. My name is Maurice Carney. I am the executive director and one of the co-founders of an organization called Friends of the Congo. We're a solidarity institution in the tradition of Friends of Ethiopia, Patrice Lumumba coalition. We do our work is twofold. One, we raise global consciousness about what is transpiring in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, both contemporarily and historically. As many of you may know, Congo is a key country on the African continent. It's a country that has suffered the greatest loss of African life since the European slave trade. An estimated 10 to 15 million Congolese lost their lives. And from 1885 to 1908, when King Leopold II of Belgium occupied and owned the country and extracted rubber for the benefit of Europe. And since 1996, an estimated 6 million Congolese have lost their lives as a result of the scramble for a wide range of minerals, particularly minerals such as cobalt and coltan, all vital to the functioning of our electronic devices. So we educate the global community about this tremendous loss of life and the incredible suffering that's unfolding in a country that has arguably the greatest potential of any country on the planet, particularly as it relates to its natural resources and its human resources. The second thing that we do is we work with Congolese youth in a wide range of areas, social justice activism, and also youth who utilize art as a means for resistance, particularly hip-hop. In the epicenter of the conflict in the Congo, in a city called Goma of about 1 million people, we collaborate with an organization called Yole, and they organize international conference film festival each year. At first it was called the Salam Kivu International Film Festival, and they changed the name to the Congo International Film Festival, where thousands of young people come together and they utilize art, music, dance, theater. They host workshops, all in an effort to teach about Congolese history, teach skills as it relates to peace and reconciliation. It's an incredible undertaking by Congolese. And there's a book by Dr. Sherry Rivers Endaliko called Necessary Noise. The name of the book is Necessary Noise. It documents the incredible work that the youth are doing. And they've launched a series called Art on the Front Line. And it's a series of hip-hop videos where young people utilize the music as a means for articulating the